Hey everybody, it's Angie Taylor from your Washoe County School District Board of Trustees. I just wanted to do a check-in with you, give you an update of what's going on in our schools. I know I was doing regular updates for a while and then things just got crazy. So I want to get back to it, and now that we're 3 weeks into the 2021 school year, I thought this would be a great time to let you know what's going on in our schools. First of all, distance learning and in-person learning. We have about 25 to 30% on average of our students who have chosen distance learning. A big shout out to those parents and those family members who are helping to make this work. I know it has been challenging. We've never been here before, but we're doing our absolute best, working on things to get better and better to help you family members and your parents who are at home and your students and the teachers that have had to do incredible things to make distance work or learning work. So I'm going to ask you, just give us a little bit more time. Be a little bit more patient, right? And give us some grace as we work through something like every other district in the country pretty much is working through. We're also working really hard to make sure those 11,000 students that didn't have devices and or connectivity are getting those things sent to them as soon as possible. Big shout out to our community partners, those who have been working really hard to make this happen. We have laptops now coming in September, in October, and in November, and hopefully by then everybody will have a device and everybody will have connectivity, and we can make up whatever ground may have been lost. Understand, some students haven't had really good instruction since March. So we really want to make sure we don't leave the least, the last, or the lost behind. Our special needs kids, ELLs, even our GT, we're doing the best that we can, adding more options for you so we can get everybody involved in having the best education that they can. Now let's talk about in-person school. I have been in the schools and I will tell you, our students are doing an amazing job of wearing those face masks. I know we were all concerned about it, from the little ones, and those face masks are really small, right, to the big ones that we thought wouldn't care. They're doing an amazing job of doing that. That's one of the 5 mitigation strategies that the experts and that the scientists and the medical professionals say need to be in place before you have in-person learning. And so we are so proud of our facilities people who are changing the air, our families and our faculty members and our instructors, our educators who are all wearing masks, who are keeping things clean, who are social distancing, hand washing. That gives us all 5 of those things, but we're still working on doing a little bit more. And that brings us to testing and contact tracing. This is the last cog I believe that we need to make sure that even when you're in the schools and there is a case, because as you know, we've had a couple of cases, we had almost a couple dozen cases, but that's not passing in the schools. See, here's the difference. We don't get to be the NBA and live in the bubble. So as people live and go about their lives and do their things and go to stores and the mall and so on, people get exposed, right? The key thing is not that no one's exposed, because we can't control everybody's life 24/7. But the key thing is that that virus is not being passed at schools. There is not an outbreak. That's when we will be extra concerned. We don't want anybody exposed, but we certainly don't want, if someone is exposed, we don't want that to be passed. So we are excited about a testing program that's in place. We're excited about a tracing program, contact tracing program in place, so that if and when something does happen, that you will have, with certainty, you will know that you are still safe or you're being taken care of right away. What we know is this: if we do those 5 mitigation strategies, then even if you're around someone who has been exposed for a short period of time, you should still be okay. But we're working on making sure that doesn't happen, because there is nothing more important than making sure our environments are safe. We want to go back to school. We want to stay in school, but we want to do it safely for our teachers, for our educators, for our families, and for our students. So stay tuned. Again, give us a little grace. Work with us. We can get there together. Let's keep our schools open. Let's keep our people safe. And let's keep our children learning and being the best they can possibly be.